Hello my friends, in today's episode on Grainificent, I will be talking about the life and legacy of photographer Dorothea Lange. So, if you like this type of videos, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It shows me I make helpful and interesting videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. In the kaleidoscope of 20th century American history, Dorothea Lange's lens refracted human stories into images that would endure for generations. With her camera as her compass and compassion as her guide, Lange immortalized the struggles and resilience of people living through some of the nation's darkest moments. Her life, a mosaic of passion, adversity, and unyielding artistry, is itself a story worth telling. So born on May 26, 1895 in Hoboken, New Jersey, Dorothy Nutzhorn's early life was shaped by hardship. At just 7 years old, she contracted polio, leaving her with a lifelong limp. The experience not only shaped her physical identity, but also deepened her empathy for the struggles of others. At the age of 12, another fracture came into her life. Her father abandoned the family. In response, Dorothy adopted her mother's maiden name, Lange, marking an early act of self-reinvention. Despite the challenges, Lange discovered her passion for art and storytelling as a teenager. She initially pursued a teaching career, but a chance enrollment in a photography class changed the trajectory of her life. Lange was captivated by the camera's ability to freeze fleeting moments and transform them into timeless narratives. Her formal education in photography was brief, but Lange's tenacity led her to apprentice with Arnold Genthe, you can tell me down below how that's pronounced, a renowned portrait photographer. By the early 1910s, she had developed not just technical skills, but also a unique artistic vision, one that favored authenticity over perfection. In the 1920s, Lange moved to San Francisco and opened a successful portrait studio, catering to the city's elite. Her portraits of society figures exuded elegance, but they offered little of the raw humanity that would later define her work. The Great Depression, however, changed everything. Like a seismic shift beneath the surface, it realigned Lange's artistic compass. Walking through the streets of San Francisco in 1932, she was struck by the sight of breadlines and homeless men. This awakening marked a departure from studio portraits to capturing the lives of ordinary Americans struggling to survive. One of Lange's earliest iconic works, White Angel Breadline, shows a man with his back turned, holding a tin cup amidst a crowd of desperate faces. This image, steeped in anonymity and dignity, set the tone for what would become her defining style, finding humanity in the margins. Lange's talent caught the attention of the federal government. In 1935, she joined the Resettlement Administration, later the Farm Security Administration, or FSA, tasked with documenting the plight of rural communities devastated by the Dust Bowl and economic collapse. Working under the leadership of Roy Steicher, Lange embarked on a series of journeys across America's heartland, her camera chronicling the intersection of poverty, resilience, and systemic failure. Her most famous photograph, Migrant Mother from 1936, epitomized the era. Taken at a pea pickers camp in Nipomo, California, the image of Florence Owens Thompson, a weary mother surrounded by her children, became an emblem of Depression-era hardship. The photograph transcended its time, encapsulating the universal themes of motherhood, endurance, and hope amidst despair. Lange later reflected on the experience. recalling how she felt compelled to stop her car upon seeing the camp. "I saw and approached the hungry and desperate mother as if drawn by a magnet," she wrote. This sense of urgency, of needing to bear witness, defined her career. Lange's work wasn't limited to the rural poor. During World War II, she turned her lens toward the Japanese-American internment camps, documenting the forced relocation and incarceration of over 120,000 people of Japanese ancestry. These photographs, commissioned by the War Relocation Authority, were initially suppressed by the US government due to their critical portrayal of the policy. Her images of internees at Manzanar and other camps depicted the resilience of families trying to maintain normalcy amid injustice. Children played baseball, women sewed clothes, and men worked in barred fields, all under the watchful eyes of armed guards. Lange's photographs subtly conveyed the tension between the humanity of her subjects and the inhumanity of their treatment. While her documentation of internment camps received less attention during her lifetime, these images now stand as a powerful testament to the dangers of prejudice and the resilience of those who endure it. Lange's life behind the lens was deeply intertwined with her personal life. Her marriage to Maynard Dixon, a prominent painter, ended in 1935, but it was during this time that she met Paul Shuster Taylor, an economist and social scientist. Taylor became not only her second husband, but also her collaborator. Together, they explored the intersections of art and activism, using photography and data to advocate for social change. Despite her professional success, Lange's personal life was not without sacrifices. Her demanding work often kept her away from her two sons, a source of guilt and tension. Yet her legacy is one of balancing personal struggles with an unwavering commitment to documenting truth. Dorothea Lange's work reshaped the role of photography in society. Her images were not just art, they were calls to action. They influenced policy, inspired empathy, and challenged viewers to confront uncomfortable realities. Lange's later years were marked by declining health due to post-polio syndrome and other illnesses. Even as her mobility diminished, her passion for storytelling remained undimmed. In the 1950s and 60s, she focused on international projects, photographing in Ireland, Egypt, and Asia. These works reflected her ever-expanding interest in global stories of humanity and survival. In 1965, shortly before her death, the Museum of Modern Art in New York honored Lange with a retrospective, the first solo exhibition of a female photographer at the institution. It was a fitting recognition of a career spent elevating unseen lives into the public consciousness. Lange's images continue to resonate today, not just as historical documents, but as powerful reminders of photography's potential to reveal and heal. Her work challenges us to look beyond the surface, to see not just subjects but stories, not just faces but lives. Photography takes an instant out of time, altering life by holding it still, Lange once said. Through her lens, those instants became windows into the soul of a nation, capturing both its fragility and its strength. Dorothea Lange may have walked with a limp, but her vision soared, illuminating the shadows of the human experience with a light that still shines. So if you like this type of videos, please leave a like. It shows the YouTube algorithm that my videos are worthy of showing to others. And if you like film photography related content, videos like this, or videos about camera reviews and other darkroom stuff, please subscribe to the channel. It shows me I make helpful and interesting content. And if you would like to support my channel to help me improve the quality and amount of videos I post, there is a support button right under the video or in the description down below. Or if you want more bang for your buck, you can always look into channel memberships where from $1 a month you can see videos I make at least a month ahead of time. So thank you for watching, my friends. Take care and see you in the next episode.